Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, June 19th, 2014. Let's jump right into the charts here. We're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures as usual. The futures right now are trading higher by 1 point, 1958 per contract. So again, flat market after yesterday's pretty good surge after the Federal Reserve announced that they would do a $10 billion taper. But they pledged to keep interest rates low forever. And again, the market just loves the fact that the Federal Reserve is not getting hawkish at all, just remains very, very dovish. And easy money, easy liquidity will be provided at all costs. And the Federal Reserve is just going to take it one day at a time, and they're going to move as they see fit. And that means that the easy money will continue to flow. Despite yesterday's $10 billion taper, which was well priced into the marketplace already, the market loves what it heard, and so far the market's all holding up pretty well. Either way, I do think that we're a little bit overbought, a little bit extended now. The market has rallied up for basically 4 days in a row, and we made a new closing high on the S&P 500 E-mini futures yesterday. So we'll see if we get a little bit of a pause day or even maybe a potential downdraft today. I wouldn't rule that out. I don't know if it's going to happen. The volume trends, if they remain light, and they have been exceptionally light throughout the month of May and June, that does favor the markets to stay buoyant, and any declines that we have will be minimal. So again, that's what we have to watch for. Now, I'm not going to talk about the markets in Europe and Asia that much today, but I am going to just point out that the Shanghai Composite last night was down 1.53%. So that's not getting a lot of publicity. Nobody's really talking about it, but that's something that could be problematic in the future. So just keep an eye on that, and remember, you heard it here first. All right, let's take a look here at the some stocks in the news. We're going to start off with this MEAS, which is called Measurement Specialties. The company is being bought out. So again, you don't want to do anything. If you own this stock, though, you may not want to sell it. You may just want to trail your stop loss. And the reason why I say that is because they may dispute the takeout. And if somebody has to come in and bid higher for the company, then that'll bode well for you as a shareholder. So again, if you own this, congratulations. Nice little pop today. It closed at $78 yesterday. It's trading at $86.20 today. It's probably going to flatline and go sideways. I can't see that not happening. So again, keep that on your radar. If you happen to own it, congratulations. Just trail your stop loss. Let's take a look at KBR today. Good old KBR is falling. The stock closed at $26.32. It's now trading at $23.27. This is an equity I think I'm going to have some gap levels for. So come over to the chat room. That'll be posted up at 9 o'clock in the morning. We will try to trade this one this morning. KBR on the decline, though. Next one I'm looking at here is Rite Aid, the pharmacy. Stock gapped up and now has come back down. The stock still has a fair amount of support around the $7 level. So I don't know if there's much we could do with it. If it does trade back up, I guess around $8.10, but I don't even expect it to trade back up. I think this thing may have peaked already. So be very, very careful with Rite Aid today. They had earnings. I'm not sure what the numbers were. You could check that out for yourself. But anyway, you slice it or dice it. I just don't think there's much of a move here. Still has some support at $7. I'm just trying to look for a better buy entry level. I'll tell you what, though, if it gets to $6, I like that. So if it happened to drop down to $6, you could play $6 or $6 PIRs for a bounce. All right, let's take a look at BlackBerry. It looks like they had some news as well. The stock is trading at $9.34 today. So that's a decent move. It looks like the smartphone company is going to report small and unexpected loss. So I don't know if we can make much out of it. The company said their cash position is strong. Really, who cares? The bottom line is you want to know the next big resistance level, and right now the stock is gapping up. Let me just see if we have a little bit of a level here for this equity. Yeah, it looks like it's $9.40. We're basically there. So around $9.40. Watch for some resistance, and then more resistance at $10 today. So two levels, $9.40 for BlackBerry and then $10. Both levels should be at least near-term resistance, okay? You'll see pullbacks from both levels. And we're getting close to that $9.40 at the moment. All right, let's move on to Red Hat. Red Hat's a stock that is gapping sharply higher this morning. It's trading at $55.65. It closed at $53.10. I'll have some gap levels for Red Hat today in the chat room, but again, it's now starting to hit a little some resistance points. Definitely a good little move higher though, so you want to respect it to some degree, but it does look overblown here. It's up a little bit more than I think it should be, and I do have some gap resistance levels. They'll be posted up in the chat room at 9 a.m. All right, let's take a look here at PIR1. PIR1's another stock that I'm going to look to trade today. The stock closed at $18.26. It's now trading at $16.75. Did trade below $14.50 briefly on light volume, but right now it is down here. I have some gap levels for this one also today. PIR1 will keep on the radar. T-Mobile, I believe, has come out with some news today. They're going to give a free trial to their phones. I don't know how that works yet, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. But I have a level for T-Mobile today. If it got down to $30.88, that is your buy point for T-Mobile on a scalp basis. All right, let's take a look at this SDLP. It looks like they did a secondary offering. I'm not sure how many shares they priced out on the offering, but the level I came up with was $30.55. If it gets down to $30.55, look for a bounce in CDLP, which is Seadrill Partners. So again, they did a secondary. The stock is under some pressure, but when it gets down to $30.55, that's where you can look for a bounce. Stock also has a big support level at $29.52. So that would be a secondary level today. That's a good level also for a scalp play. Let's take a look at Jabil Circuits. JBL is the ticker symbol. The stock closed at $20.10. It's trading at $20.28. They came out with earnings. I'm seeing resistance right off the bat at $20.50. So if it gets up to $20.50, that's probably what stalls out. It's in an uptrend, so that makes it a tough short. But nonetheless, if you own it, I would start to trail your stop at $20.50. Don't get too cute with this equity. It can stall out for a few days around that level. All right, let's move on to the gold market here. What you're going to see in the gold market today, gold is popping. Gold is having a very good move. The GLD is trading up to around... well, let's just go gold futures. Gold futures are up $14.50 to $1,287 an ounce. That's a very good move. The GLD is trading now at $123.88. I have resistance at $124.88. I don't think it gets there today, but if it does, the GLD has resistance at $124.88. Okay, $124.88. That's a level where it should stall out and possibly even pull back. So keep that on the radar. Crude oil is flat today, but it's actually down now by 5 cents. So crude is trading at 105.54 a barrel. Let's go to the all-important USO, which is a good proxy for trading light sweet crude, and you'll see this is trading at 39.01 at the moment. A little bit of a pullback. Again, it's hard to see crude pull back a ton with all the geopolitical events that are surrounding oil today, or this week, or last week with the Iraq events going on. But either way you slice it or dice it, oil's had a good move. It just may need to consolidate here. It's a very tough short with the geopolitical events surrounding it, so be very careful there. At any point in time, you know, there could be some news event that comes out. It's just a tough trade. It really isn't worth the short side, if you ask me at this point in time. All right, I think I covered everything that I wanted to get to today. Again, we'll see how this market plays out and shakes out. Right now, futures are still up $1. And we'll see where this market goes. But markets love the central bank statements. They love the easy money policies that are going to continue. And as long as there's light volume in this market, give the market the upside bias that it can hold up. Also, if we take a look at dollar yen today, you're going to see that's only down about 7 cents. We'll see what happens once the opening bell rings. If dollar yen starts to move higher, that'll support the markets as well. If dollar yen moves lower today, watch for some more weakness to come into the markets. But as long as there's light volume, we probably don't get a big sell-off by any means. All right, with that said, have a great afternoon, great morning, and we will see you on the charts.